Sorry. Holy shit. Holy. It's in the throat. Now to the nose. Okay. What's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome back to At the Table. Today I got a little guest. I was telling you guys about him in the last episode. At the table, we have...
Yes, name's Grim. It's sort of a nickname. This is my neighbor, actually. And that's how we know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
How long has it been?
Yeah, so I moved here, 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. And we always knew each other, but it was not until a couple of weeks ago we actually got to know each other.
Yeah.
We actually chilled
Sat
together.
and
We spoke for
had a drink.
hours at a time, and that was quite fun. So in that moment I was like, yeah, this guy's he's very interesting, very cool guy to be around. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna make a podcast. Let's invite someone cool, and yeah,
No.
I invited you over.
Thanks
Yeah.
for inviting. Thanks for inviting me.
And for any of those that is wondering, we have a little drink. It's called Castle Milk Starch. Cheers, man. So this is on the table today. Let me have a sip as well. See you had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
How did your name come about, by the way, Grim? And if you don't wanna expose your actual passport name, then you don't have to.
Government name, no. It's fine for now. Maybe a later episode.
Yeah. Okay.
But we're actually in 7th grade, and we're all studying. Like a crew, starting to form a crew in your friend.
Oh
group.
yeah.
And also we're studying rapping and we're writing
Oh
lyrics.
yeah.
So, what's your rap name? Because 2 of my friends already had nicknames. One was LJ, the other one was G. Shout out to them, by the way. And so I'm like, what's your rap name? I was like, I don't have one. Then I went home. I think it was the next day. There was this cartoon on Cartoon Network, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. They had the Grim Reaper there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like a badass. He was basically any magic. He used to be doing the worst to those kids. And so I was like, no, I like this concept of a Grim Reaper, of
Yeah.
a hooded guy,
Yeah.
skeletons, scary as fuck to anyone else. Can I swear?
Yeah. Do your
Like
thing.
he's scary as fuck to anybody who comes across him. It was like Grim Reaper, the angel of death, harvester of souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole
Yeah.
persona.
Because when I first heard, I was like, Grim. It seems so down, And then I thought about it again. I was like, Grim Reaper. Okay, that's like a rapper or like an artist or something. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna come and kill it, I was like, then I started moving on to that way, and now you're telling me it's actually from the
Yeah.
Cartoon Network, which is actually cool, man. Like it shows roots and how far back you've carried this name from, So I think that's pretty
And
cool,
I think
man.
it fits my personality,
Yeah.
This guy's like the worst of the worst, but somehow he's an angel.
Oh yeah.
It's-
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah,
That's fire, man. That's good.
and somehow he had a Jamaican accent. I never understood. Now that I'm older.
I don't even remember that. I don't even click with that, man.
It was like, yeah, man, but he had a Jamaican accent. It was a weird insert there. But now that I'm older, I'm like, that's a weird call. But I have dreads, so
Yeah. So
somehow
you're
it
playing
still
to the
fits.
part, man.
I didn't even know, but
Yeah.
somehow it fits.
Yeah.
It fits.
Yeah, that's cool. I haven't thought about that cartoon in ages, man. If you could say a few things about yourself, what do you think people could latch onto, or you could even where you grew up or whatever you want to talk about. Just a bit of getting to know who you are a little bit.
Actually, migrated from Swaziland. My parents moved here, and so they're from Eswatini.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I moved here around, I was young, grade 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
you moved to Pretoria.
yeah.
Ah, nice.
It's been in the same neighborhood ever since. It's different, obviously. it's the type of culture. Even when I meet in South Africa, I meet people from other countries. They're I can say their Africa is different from South Africa and different from
Yeah, yeah,
Swaziland, like everybody, but it's the mix is it's fun. It's fun to connect.
yeah. I always feel like it's a nice way to learn. I feel like when I travel, because I was
Yeah.
gone for like a couple of months in Europe last year, and you immerse yourself in a different culture, and like for that period of time, it's like you learn how other people do things, how they react to things, and you realize it's not necessarily how they feel about you, it's just how they are as people.
Yeah,
It's
and
like yeah, it's just who they are.
the
Yeah,
more you learn about their culture, the more you like introspect.
yeah, yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Why do we do it that way? You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, so you moved here when you were, what is that, like 9, no, 9, 8, 9 years old?
Oh, fine.
So third grade,
I don't remember my
the
age.
eight,
I
yeah.
just remember getting into school at the third grade.
But yeah, so but around that age though, like somewhere around there, you were, yeah.
Yeah, the one thing I can note, the education systems are different. Maybe because SA is bigger and Swaziland is quite small.
Yeah,
But we are like, there's more focus on maths, and I don't want to say that the Swaziland people are more educated, but the retention, like
yeah, yeah.
our minds are not as distracted. We're doing better in school than most of my peers,
Mm.
and it's I don't know.
I noticed that though when I was in school, we got like a few exchange students and stuff, like whether it's from America or we got from Germany or wherever they came from.
Yeah,
They come here and they'd be like, I've been doing this.
yeah,
Like
like
what we're doing in grade 9
you
now is
guys are
like,
messing
I've been
around.
doing this. Yeah, like I
Yeah,
did this like 2 years ago. Yeah, we're not
and
like,
not speaking about Koreans
yeah,
or Chinese. Those guys, it's like
fast track,
yeah,
speed
they're
running
like
education. But
they sleep during maths class. And it's like
it's like us now going to a grade 1 exam. Like you don't have to think. You just go and you're like, okay,
you just show up and
yeah.
it's
It's
yeah.
like
So
it's
that's
just easy. It's ingrained already.
one aspect about myself. I can say there's that difference of okay, I come from somewhere else with a certain family that's that grew up with a different country, and so I've always never been able to mix properly
Hmm.
with people here,
I hear that.
and maybe it matches my personality because I'm not a very
Yeah. But
not
in
a
the
very
same
social
way, though, I
person.
would think something like that shapes you as you're growing as well. You know, so like your personality, it's your, say your arc. You know, like it's your development as you're getting older.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'd say like if you grew up in Swaziland all your life, maybe you would have had a different
yeah.
aspect of your life. Maybe you would have been a bit more out there, whatever. I don't know.
This nature
Because
versus nurture.
yeah, because I was born in Namibia as well.
Yeah,
Born in
yeah.
Namibia, I left when I was 6. I moved to Bloemfontein. I moved to Pretoria. So like I had to change
Mm.
peers and groups and people I mix with like often. And
It makes you a
uh,
weirdo.
yeah, it's like you draw a lot from other people, but then you also like okay now like I'm out of it, but at the point you don't know how long can you be in this space to okay I'm gonna reach out and
No,
so
sort of
then
let go.
so then I'm like you kind of pull yourself into a little
Yeah,
you're like a hermit a bit you're in your own space for a while.
yeah.
But like yeah, obviously I've let go of that, but I do appreciate being in that space of my own.
That's
So like
definitely
I appreciate
it's
no
definitely
matter
good.
like the whole um the way I've grown up and the way I've developed. I appreciate like being where I am now, personality wise, like because I can learn from everything. I probably have it like put together incorrectly. It's like getting to know you more because I thought you were more on the like I almost said autistic side, but like the like the music side of things.
Yeah, yeah.
But turns out you're not actually in that like
Yeah,
predominantly. You're not
just to
there
say not
mostly. Yeah,
not only that,
yeah,
because like I said, we grew up being hip hop. So
yeah,
hip hop, there's like rapping and lyrics and music, but that's not like all hip hop is. It's fashion, art, uh, design, like
Facts. Yeah, true.
more of a mental mind thing, a lifestyle. Like hip hop is more of a movement, not just
Yeah,
a music genre. So I can say I'm into quite like all of those art,
yeah.
design.
But predominantly though,
It's
like, what do you say you settle on? And doesn't have to be like something in hip hop. It can be like whatever that you find like that
actually
takes up most of my
very
thoughts.
interested in agriculture, horticulture. That's like plants.
Nice.
Yeah, what got me into that is actually back to the hip hop thing. Was to smoke a lot of weed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't smoke so much these days, but it's like weed gets you interested in plant properties. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
how
I
does
hear
this
you.
thing grow? Why does it make people high? Like marijuana, it's not just a plant to some people.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's healing.
Yeah.
It calms you. Some people it opens creativity. So it got me interested in that specific plant. But that plant um, got me into plants in general, other healing plants, teas, spices, and then you get that, and you like um, like an African, and so our culture is back home. Grandma, she has like a whole farm situation going on, and we grew up in the field, like in the helping her weed out from
Weeds. Yeah.
the maize, and so like the planting thing has it's always been there, but as a
It's like your roots.
yeah yeah
Yeah.
it's like my roots. So I grew into that. It doesn't
Insane.
even
Yeah.
feel like I'm working if I'm planting like my avos or
Yeah.
transplanting things, or
Sick.
feels like I'm in the lab. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want any
Yeah.
disturbance.
You zone
Yeah,
in. You lock in. It's just
yeah,
like
dude. It's like, and it feels like magic.
yeah.
You just put the thing in
That
the
that
ground,
that's a nice way to say it, man. Feels
and
like
I do
magic.
nothing for the next year, and I have a tree. That's
Yeah. There's a bit of water. Sometimes when
yeah.
it
I
rains.
don't like hard work because like, but this thing is like, oh my god, I could never wait 7 years for. I was like, what? You're just waiting. Just put the thing in the ground,
Yeah. Just
water it.
plant other things. Do something else. That and water, if you know how to do that, and like
Mm.
get your own water, source of water, like a borehole or something like that. You could.
Are you
You're
done?
sorted. You know.
You'll probably make millions
Yeah.
just
I mean,
growing.
even just to survive on your own, like you
Yeah,
could be fine. You don't have to spend a cent really. Maybe on your land or something like
you
that. You know.
don't.
But yeah.
Just eat anything and keep the seeds.
We were talking about like your agriculture and how it takes up like a lot of your focus. And yeah, that's cool, man. It's like I like people that are into that kind of stuff. And they're focused on like developing themselves and the country like through the resources that like the earth gives us. You know,
Yeah,
I
man.
think that's a very valuable thing. It's a very rare thing for people to have in their minds and stuff. I don't meet a lot of people like that. Um, And yeah, so like I don't know, do you have anything else that's going on now? Like, what's your plans moving forward? Like, do you have anything in
Um,
particular that you're doing now? Like, you have a goal?
I want to get into technology. I can get into learning coding,
Coding is
podcasting.
rough, man. Coding is so intense.
It's like
Yeah, we
it's
spoke a bit off camera about it. That's why I was like, yeah, first lesson, breeze. Second lesson, what is going
yeah. You have to
on?
actually sit there and be bored. Yeah, like you have to focus and
Yeah,
pay attention.
but it's like you say, like
It's not a circus.
you find that magic in the thing that you're doing, then it's not really work, man. It's like it's
Yeah,
something you just want to wake up and you just want to do, you know. Like it makes you forget that you need to eat sometimes, you know.
yeah,
It's an
yeah.
interesting thing that you say like working with Earth and then now you're working with like tech. It's like it's two contrasting things, you know.
Yeah, it actually might seem contrasting, but especially now we're it's like the age. It's like everybody has a smartphone. Um, Almost everything we do, like including this podcast, you probably process it on a PC. You probably
Facts.
we're recording on a computer right now, and if you're computer illiterate, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah, you fall behind a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
So
right. Like even if you want to like, how could I say, distribute your produce,
yeah,
you'll have to be online to a certain extent. You'll have to know how to use these
and
things.
not just
Yeah.
keep up. You will have to have an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I am now, especially in a place like Africa. We are almost always at a disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just to fight for that keeping up and then have some sort of advantage, I think is the direction my heart wants to take me now.
Yeah. Solid, man. That's cool. We did a bit of a like introduction. Everyone knows how we met each other now. You've spoken about like your interests, what you like doing, what you're going to be doing, and all that. And to be fair, before we actually got to speaking, I thought you were predominantly into music. I thought that consumed your life mostly. And
Oh, not even.
and like the more we speak now, it's like you were more into the agriculture side, and you want to try and develop your technological side and stuff from your for your growth and moving forward in life. It feels like that's where you want to make your living from. And
Yeah,
where
definitely.
and I was like, I was a bit off, like a little bit off.
So
you know,
whether it's music or art or design or we're trying to think through a concept,
yeah,
yeah, I feel like I get to exercise that muscle and
Yeah.
I love it.
that's cool. And this is why, because I try and cater certain games to a specific guest. Obviously, you're the first guest, so I'm like, I thought you were more like predominantly into the music side.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be similar to what we did. Look, when we first really sat down. We had this little rhyming game that we played.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah,
going
yeah.
around the whole time and like
Yeah,
busting
that was
rhymes.
fun.
So it's not necessarily has to be flowing into a certain story, but I think if we do a little, it's gonna be like a little game that we play.
Sure.
And you cool with we're gonna eat like a chili, like a spicy one. We'll munch on
Yeah,
that,
I love chilies.
and then
I love chilies.
and
But
then
let's
from
see
there,
how spicy.
yeah, like I don't mind the strong food,
Yeah.
but we'll see how it goes. And from there we're gonna just try like a little rhyme game, and
Oh,
we
sure.
going, yeah. So I think we do like if we do a first to two, whoever messes up loses, obviously.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So I would say
Let's
the
see.
person who goes will have to start the first bar. Let's try to stay away from words that don't rhyme, like orange and stuff like that.
I could rhyme orange.
Yeah, I think I got like one or two words that could go with it, but I mean, we tried for time. Yeah, yeah.
Let's see, what is it? Orange and
Let me get
golf and
these. You want to grab that one? It's on ice. Okay. Cheers, man.
alright. So wait. How much? Oh, is it just a bite?
I was gonna take the whole thing.
Okay. We can take and then all right.
Take half.
You start the
Take half, and then we'll.
you start the first line if we're gonna do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take half, and then if you feel comfortable, we can take the rest.
Alright. This looks pretty hot, but I'm not gonna
Okay. Cheers, man.
sure. Not bad.
Take the rest.
Yeah.
It's actually getting to me.
Okay.
So, holy shit. Holy. That's in the throat. Now to the nose. Okay. Okay, you'll start one, I'll start the next one.
Let me just say something obvious, like I'm hot as a chili. I want the money like gimme.
You want the money? Like, give me. But there's chili burning my tongue, so silly.
Man, I was gonna use silly. Uh,
Oh shit.
my mouth is smoking like a chimney.
Ooh.
Uh,
Okay. Woo. Oh, after I ate this, I was like, really?
makes it a bit hard to think, eh?
Yeah. I'm sweating. We need like a time. Let's get 10 seconds until the conceit happens. Holy.
This drink's not helping because it's a little fizzy.
If we ate another one, I'd probably get dizzy. Oh, eating.
It's a lot harder than I thought with the chili. Look, you're sweating like you're sickly.
I don't even want to cover there, boy. I could see that one. I could see that one. 1-0. You got 1-0. 1 up. 1-0. First to 2.
Oh, you can start. You can start.
We're on a podcast like what's on the table.
I got stories this dog could tell you a fable.
We could go deep biblical like Cain and Abel.
Oh. You're my brother, but I could still kill you on the beat. I can and I'm able.
Nice, nice. We could do that, but I got my bars stored like horses for a race. They're in the stable.
Spitting it through the wire. But the mic is wireless, no cable. It's refreshing, actually. This chili.
Yeah,
I'm alive.
it's the chili taste is easing up. It's making my rhymes enabled.
You mean disabled?
It's easing up now. It's like it's not as bad as it was.
Nah, I'll concede that one.
Hey, 1-1. Yes.
My brain feels foggy.
I'm dripping out of my freaking head. Yeah. Oh, that chili. I'm gonna get another one.
No.
I'm glad you said no. Oh, I shouldn't be touching my eyes with my hands, bro. The crazy thing is, I did a chili eating contest a couple of years back for work. We had like an end of year function, and each of our sales teams had to come up with someone to go do the competition, and I was elected from our team.
To eat the chili.
Yeah, so we ate all different. We ate habaneros, African bird eyes. We ate all these different. It was like 4 different chilies. But the thing is, you had to eat a chili, and within 30 seconds, you had to eat it, swallow it, and down a shot of Zappa. So Zambuca, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. So we had to do that.
Habanero is no kid's
The
game.
habanero was the final one. So there were a lot of habaneros, and we each had to have, I think it was 3 habaneros. And
I
then
can't
a shot of
imagine how
Zappa.
much you were sweating.
Bro, I chewed that. I took the first bite, and then I was like almost out of time because I was like, because it has this weird plasticky, rubbery like skin, you know.
Yeah.
So like chewing that, and then I was like, yo man, this is tough, it's tough. And then I had like 10 seconds left. I was like, oh, I still have to take my shot. Bro, I just mixed the shot and the habanero at the same time. Dude, that flavor, I was like, I was like, I'm gonna throw up right now. Like, this is not working. Yeah, I
System
shoved it down.
overload.
I shoved it down. I put it down just in time. And then they didn't have because there were three of us in the like that final stage,
Yeah.
and there was no more chilies to eat. So I was like, okay, it was me, it was our at the time our managing director, who's now the CEO of the company, and there was another guy. He was a forklift driver,
Yeah.
man, in the warehouse, and we all like got to that point, and I was like, I thought for a fact if I got past the previous round, I'm gonna make it. Like I'm gonna win
Yeah.
the finals, you know. Three of us, and I was like, oh man, it's not working. But yeah, anyway, let's finish off the game.
Okay. Should I start?
Yeah, you can go.
Just let me know what rhymes with podcast.
What rhymes with podcast is trying to stay away from your food like a Muslim. They food fast.
It's like trying to make a movie about religion. Get yourself a podcast.
And if you're in that epic range, you know, oh man, you know all your rivals, you'll outlast. That sentence structure was ass. I don't even know if that's valid.
My mouth is like a weapon. It's deadly when I outblast.
I was gonna use blast.
You outblast the outblast.
We'll take it. Okay, we both had weird structures there. It's fine. Yeah, I think that's me. I'm gonna concede to that one. I was trying to think of something of Outcast, but yeah, like the rap or whatever. But I was like, couldn't think of a proper sentence. But anyway, we'll give it to you. First winner of the mini games. Congrats, man.
What do I get?
I don't know. We'll think about that in time.
No more chilies.
Yeah, it's been such a pleasure having you, man. It's been a bit exhilarating. It was nerve wracking in the beginning to think about starting this and having a guest over. So I really appreciate you coming by. And if there's anything you want to shout out to anyone, if you have any socials, I can link that in the description. It's up to you.
I'm not really active on the socials. I'll leave it to you. Then you can just put it on the description. If people want to get in touch with me or say hi or whatever. Yeah, you'll just put it down.
Yeah, so you can forward it to me. I'll sort it out for you. No worries.
Problem. Yeah. But it was nice, man. It was free flowing.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
It was intense.
Thanks, man. That's what I'm grateful.
It's also my first time being on the podcast. Shout out to the people watching.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Yeah. The people watching are the ones that make us grow, that push us forward, and it inspires us to do more. You know, so shout out to all those viewers. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks again for coming. Cheers, bro.
Shot.
Sweet. My mouth's on fire right now, dude.